Hey guys! So today I'm going to be filming a try to get ready with me video. So I'm going to be talking about some stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys would like to see how to get this look and also talk about some life stuff with me, then just keep on watching. I'm normal Norman. I'm normal Norman. Okay, I'm sorry. So today I'm gonna do a chatty get ready with me video. So I'm just gonna get ready today. It's Saturday, which is usually when I film, and I'm just going to be getting ready for whatever we're doing today. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with my face, but before I do that, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Clear Brow Mascara and just run that through my brows just to kind of put them in some sort of shape so they're not ratchet looking until I actually do them. So some exciting things are going to be happening in the upcoming months. I don't know for sure about the thing that we're doing today. I guess I can tell you guys. We are planning on, or we're trying to get another apartment. I don't know if I've said it in a video, but I've definitely tweeted about it. But our neighbors above us are just, honestly, they're ridiculous. They will be like exercising. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but doing some kind of aerobic exercise or something at 10 o'clock at night. And the last 2 days, Chris has had to get up at 5. Well, he had to get up at like 3, but he had to be at work at 5. So it's been really annoying. So that's one reason. And then they're raising the rent to like ridiculous amounts. Like, it's gonna be ridiculous. And we only have a 1-bedroom right now. And it just makes more sense to move somewhere that's more in our price range, that maybe might have more room. So right now today, we're gonna meet with the apartment and do like paperwork and stuff like that and see if we qualify for the apartment. I don't see why we wouldn't, but yeah, so we will probably be moving in October, so like October 1st. Using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, I have been loving this so much. It hasn't broke me out, knock on wood, and it really prolongs the wear of my foundation, and also it kind of sets my foundation as well, which I really like. So I just got I got the smaller size. I think this is like in the travel section of Sephora, because I didn't want to get the big one just in case if I didn't like it. So the look that you guys saw in my current favorites video, that's gonna be the look that I'm doing today. I'm gonna do the foundation that I've been doing for a while now, and it is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation and the Maybelline Fit Me regular foundation. So they're both in the color 330 Toffee Caramel, yeah. So I'm just gonna use these and mix them together. What I like to do is take the matte and poreless and put it more on my T-zone, and put the other one more in the outer regions of my face. So yeah, that's something exciting that's happening. Also, Chris has gotten a new job, and we haven't like gotten too many questions, but like our family has asked us and stuff about whether Chris is still going in the military. That's the plan. That's the plan as of right now. Nothing is set in stone, and there are some things that could prevent him from going in the military. So we'll see. If he does, it'll be like in the next year, but there is a potential job that might have just come up that would honestly be amazing. That's what's going on right now. So we're getting an apartment, Chris is getting a new job. My job is still going pretty well. Nothing crazy has happened, really. Yesterday at work, I had one child because everybody's going on vacation. So I had a kid that went on vacation, and one of them was out sick, I think. So I had one, so that was pretty boring, but I like it. I don't know, it's my thing. For these videos, I kind of want to I want to do them more consistently, like maybe every time, because I usually put my makeup on and then I film, you know, another video. And I figure, why not do a try to get ready with me video while I'm putting my makeup on, so then I can like have 2 videos and I can talk to you guys. So what I want to do is sorry, I'm not looking at you guys because I'm looking at the mirror right here. But what I want to do is kind of have a topic for each of these kind of videos. just so I can kind of have something specific to talk about, so I'm not rambling, even though I ramble all the time, so it's kind of unavoidable. I think it'll be a good way to kind of incorporate some topics that you guys might want me to talk about or I want to talk about. So I want to have this be like interactive. So if you guys want to leave down below any topics that you wanted me to talk about or anything that you have questions about, I can definitely talk about that in one of these videos. So I've gotten a couple questions, not like an overwhelming amount of questions about this, but I just want to talk about it because it's something that I feel very strongly about, and I have a lot to say on the topic, I guess. So I'm sorry if the lighting is going like crazy right now. But right now I'm just getting my concealers so I can conceal my face and under my eyes, and I'm using the NYX HD Concealer, Rimmel Wake Me Up, and the Maybelline Fit Me Concealers. I have everything listed down below though. So the thing that I wanted to talk about is marriage, I guess, kind of in general. When I last made this video, I kind of wanted to talk about getting married at a young age and kind of the things that I've heard people say about it, things that I've gotten, and getting married in general, the things that people have said and stuff. So I'm gonna kind of keep this as a broad topic and just talk about marriage, I guess. If you guys didn't know, which some people don't know, which I think is kind of funny because I don't know, I feel like a lot of my subscribers have come from, you know, Chris and I's vlogs. So we did get married. I'll put a link to our getting married video and I guess our proposal video on the screen in case you missed it. So April, we got married. And if you guys don't know, which I do get kind of a lot of questions, I guess, not really, about how old we both are. So I am 21. That was so weird saying that because I don't think I've actually said that I'm 21 yet since I turned 21. But I am 21 and Chris is 27. I guess it's kind of interesting because, and it's kind of unfortunate because when it comes to like the whole young marriage thing, Chris unfortunately gets lumped together with me because I am so young. He's 7 years older than me. We are looked at as a young marriage because even though he isn't necessarily young, I mean, there are people who are younger than him who are already married and have kids and stuff, but he's kind of put into that category by default because I am younger, so it kind of sucks for him. My parents are very interesting people, and if they watch this, hi guys. They just have a certain way of doing things and a certain method for how they think things should be done when it comes to life and stuff like that. But I think the main thing is that they love me, obviously, and they want the best for me, and they wanted to, you know, just be sure. They wanted me to be sure that I really, you know, was getting married for the right, I just dropped something, was getting married for the right reasons and actually wanted to get married, you know? Something that I have to say when it comes to marriage, and I think this is because I am a very modern person, I guess you could say. Like, I believe in women's rights and equality and, you know, stuff like that. But I am a very traditional person in certain areas of life. So when it comes to marriage, I'm the kind of person, if you are going to be with someone for a long time, and if you're gonna be living with them and pretty much pretending to be married to them, I don't understand why you don't just get married. Chris and I moved out together, well, it'll be a year in September. We already knew then that we were going to get married. I mean, there wasn't like a set date of when it was gonna happen, but we knew that it was going to happen sometime in the near future. Maybe someone can shed some light on like why this is such a thing. I know that a lot of people don't believe in marriage, I guess, and don't think that it's necessary. And I guess I understand that, but if you're gonna act like you're married anyway, I don't see why you wouldn't just get married. I mean, honestly, it's very easy to get married. And that's not to like put it lightly or anything, because marriage is very serious, but I mean, you're acting like you're married anyway, without the legalities, I guess, if that's the right way to say that. I'm gonna go ahead and set under my eyes with my e.l.f. HD setting powder. But yeah, I think I've always wanted to get married, and I've always wanted to get married at a young age. I don't necessarily know if I ever thought that I would get married this young. And that's where it kind of goes back to the whole traditional thing for me. Jumping onto something else that I have wanted to talk about. Get too much into this because I could just talk about this forever, but there's still a lot of inequality when it comes to men and women. But women are very independent. Women are very independent and showing that they are capable of taking care of themselves without the help of anybody else. I'm gonna take my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil powder and just set mainly my T-zone. Women want to prove that they can do things on their own, and you know, they don't need help, and you know, we're kind of drifting away from that traditional get married and have your husband take care of you, I guess, type of thing. Not that I necessarily want to just not do anything, stay at home, be a stay-at-home mom, and you know, have my husband be the breadwinner. I am a very nurturing type of person, and I think that's why I've always wanted to be around kids, and I've always been very good with children and stuff like that. I want to take care of you type of person. That's kind of how I work. And not to say that I'm not like independent and I don't like doing things for myself. I feel like sometimes it makes it sound like I don't have goals. I'm just taking my L'Oreal True Match powder and I'm gonna set my face with that. And this is something that's kind of frustrating for me. Whenever anybody asks me ever in my life whether I necessarily knew it, whenever anybody would ask me, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do with your life and stuff? What do you want to go to school for? And I partially blame this on my parents because I wasn't raised in like a traditional house. Like my sister went to public school for high school. I homeschooled straight through everything. I feel like that has been a lot of the reason why my opinions and views are different on the way that I want to live my life. I had like things that I wanted to be. I wanted to be a child psychologist. I wanted to be a pediatrician. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a writer. You know, different things, actor, model. I wanted to be a model at one point. That was fun. But to the core, the main thing that I would always fall back on, or that I'd always be like, this is what I really want to do, but it's not a valid enough answer to most people, is I want to be a mom. And I feel like when I say that, I have to have a backup answer. I have to be like, I want to be a mom, but I'm also going to do this too, because I feel like now it's not enough to just want to do that. And that makes me sad. It's just frustrating when I feel like I have to make excuses for myself or kind of like backtrack. I've always been like that, and that's something that's kind of frustrating that I've dealt with in the last, I guess more recently, since I'm like in my 20s, who are like, you need to be in your 20s and live crazy and wild, and I'm like, I would like to settle down and have a family. And maybe that's why older guys have always appealed to me. Maybe that's why I like old men, because they're already ready to, you know, settle down and do everything like that. Like Chris is at that age, so I'm just like, this is perfect. Because if I was with someone my age, they wouldn't necessarily be ready or want to be doing that. Anyway, my camera's about to overheat, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. I did my eyebrows, I ate a snack, And back and ready for action. Only problem is I don't remember what I was talking about. So this is kind of the eye makeup look that I do if I don't want to do anything too crazy. This is more of like a skin focused look, I guess you could say. So I'm just gonna keep the eyes pretty neutral, but I'm gonna have a little bit of a pop with a ColourPOP eyeshadow. A ColourPOP eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the Master Conceal by Maybelline, and this is a concealer, but I'm gonna use it as an eye primer. I guess I am kind of using it as a concealer because I'm concealing my eyelids, whatever. People are so negative about a lot of things in general, actually, but a lot of people are very negative about marriage. I don't know how many times Chris has come home and told me that people were, you know, they're just like, oh, how's the married life treating you? Oh my gosh, we hear that way too many times. I'm using my Lorac Pro palette. I'm gonna take the taupe color and just put that in my crease. I was like, how's married life treating you and stuff? And we're like, oh, it's fine. And they're like, oh, just wait. And it's like, what? Everything isn't gonna stay the same, and we know that. We know that things are going to be difficult and stuff, but it would be nice to hear some encouraging words. And it's not like everybody has said things like that, but a lot of people have, and it's just really, it's really annoying, to be perfectly honest. And I was talking to a girl from my job who is getting married. We were just talking about it, and before you get married especially, I feel like people are a little more respectful once you actually get married. But before you get married, people just have a lot of opinions and think they can say whatever they want, and it's just, it's disrespectful, honestly. It is extremely disrespectful, and it's like I said before, just why can't we just be positive? Why do we have to put a negative thing on it? And that's something that Chris has heard a lot, and I think as a male, you know, it's kind of a thing, and we've even talked about it, like when it comes to like bachelor parties and bachelorette parties and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's the last hurrah before you get married, and it's like, why are you even getting married? I don't see why that would change. I mean, if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that anyway. So I don't even understand the whole like bachelor party thing. I'm gonna take Sable, and I'm just gonna focus that in my crease. I don't know, especially to a young person who's going to be getting married, being like, oh, it's good now, but just wait, or like, oh, you're not gonna be able to do anything anymore, you're giving up so much, why would you want to do that? Like, and it's mainly like older people. I just feel like people should be a lot more encouraging. I understand being realistic and trying to tell people, you know, that it's not gonna be all hunky-dory for forever. I feel like I'm kind of reiterating what I just said, but especially being a young person, a young female, being a 21-year-old, people are like, oh my gosh, why are you getting married? You should be out having fun. I'm having fun. I have a lot of fun with Chris. That sounded really inappropriate, but anyway, we have a lot of fun together, and we have a lot of fun by ourselves too. Okay, this just sounds very, very raunchy. We have fun together. If we wanted to, we could go out and go to a club if we wanted to, but that's just not what we want to do. We like to stay in and watch Netflix, and I feel like Chris did get that out of his system. I have heard from people that are like, oh, you didn't get that out of your system, you know, the whole getting it out of your system thing. And I'm like, but I didn't want it in my system anyway. I don't want to do that anyway. It's like I need to go through that phase in order to be at the phase that I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Like, in order to be at the place where I want to settle down, I have to first get really turned up. It's like, it doesn't have to be like that. Everybody's not the same. And I always say that to Chris, everybody's different, but it's so true. I swear I'm gonna get it tattooed on myself because I say it so much. But everybody is different. Everybody doesn't want the same things. Everybody doesn't want to have the same life. First time I went clubbing, I think it was last year. The first and only time, let me say that. And I was like, can we go home? One thing is, I love sleep. So I don't know how you people go out like on Friday nights and stuff. I'm like, can I go to sleep? Even though last night I did stay up till 1 o'clock, which sounds really pathetic. But That's pretty late for me. I'm living crazy and wild. I'm taking my Fall Festival palette from Coastal Scents. I'm gonna take that highlight color. This is my favorite highlight color of life. People just really like to tell you their opinions, and it's one thing like if you ask for advice, if you ask for somebody's opinion, but people who just like to tell you because they feel like it and they feel like they just like you will gain from their wisdom. Take this ColourPOP eyeshadow in the color Lovely, and I'm just gonna press that on the lid. And this makes a really pretty sparkly color. Grateful for is that I have a husband that is interested in so many of the same things that I am and wants to be just as boring as I am. Because if he wanted to go out and I didn't want to go out, because most of the time I don't want to go out, wouldn't work out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my winged eyeliner and possibly put on some lashes. I'm not sure if I want to do that today, but I will do that and I'll be right back. Under my eyes, I use the color Sable, just smudged it under my eyes. I used the Rimmel eyeliner in the color Nude just to brighten up. And for my lashes, I have been using this combination. And this is the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara and the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. So I use that on my top and bottom lashes. And I think that's pretty much it. For eyeliner, I use the Wet n Wild eyeliner and also the NYC Liquid Eyeliner as well. First, I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up my face, and I'm just gonna use my CoverGirl Clean Pressed Powder in the color Tawny. And no matter how many times people say or I try to use like a grayish, more like neutral toned powder to contour slash bronze up my face, this just looks so much better. And I think that it depends on the person what looks best on their skin, but this just looks so much more natural on my skin than wearing like Benefit Hoola bronzer, because that makes me look crazy. Again, don't remember what I was talking about, but I think that's pretty much all that I wanted to get into when it comes to the topic of marriage. If you guys want me to do like a dedicated, maybe like a Q&A video, like a marriage Q&A video, like a newlyweds Q&A video or something, where maybe Chris and I can both give you guys advice about, you know, what it's like being newlyweds. And I'm planning on doing a tutorial for how I do my braid outs. I just change up how I do them so often. And it's so hard for me to film hair tutorials. I actually have a couple that I filmed, but I just haven't edited or uploaded them, so probably need to get on that. I want a little bit more definition in the cheekbone area, so I'm going to take my e.l.f. Kohl bronzer. I'm going to take this color right here. And it's like a very subtle difference that that made. The texture of my skin today is so like weird. I don't know what's going on. So my favorite part, my highlighter, I'm going to be using the Becca highlighter, and I just recently got this and I literally almost started crying. This is the, sorry, I thought that was a bug. This is the Becca highlighter, and this is in the color Champagne Pop. This is the color that Jaclyn Hill came up with, so I absolutely love this. The hype is so real when it comes to this. I'm using a stippling brush because you need so little, and I'm like dabbing it very lightly in that because I can't even speak. That's how crazy it is. Some on my nose, my chin a little bit, and on my forehead. I'm also gonna put this on my inner corner because I haven't put a highlight right there. So I'm sorry if I keep looking at the view of the viewfinder because I'm trying to see if I'm in focus and in frame. So for blush, I'm gonna use the Jordana blush in Coral Sandy Beach. And I feel like this blush looks so good with this highlighter. So first I'm gonna use the Jordana lip liner, and this is the color Plush Plum. And I'm just gonna line my lips with this. And I'm just gonna fill in the very outer corner. I'm just gonna fill in the very outer corners. And then I'm gonna take my Revlon lip butter, and this is in the color Raspberry Pie. Now, I usually finish up with spraying my face with either the Photo Finish Primer Water by Smashbox, or I'll use my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I love how this looks, especially that highlight. It's on fleek though, and my braid out is quite on fleek, if I must say myself. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of it down below. Let me know if you want to see any other videos like this. And if you have any topics that you'd like for me to talk about in one of these videos, also comment that down. I will see you guys later. I love you. Bye.